Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study about synthetic division. So first we define what is synthetic division. Synthetic division is the process of finding the quotient and remainder when a polynomial is divided by a linear polynomial. In fact, synthetic division is simply a shortcut of a long division method. Synthetic division. How we can describe a synthetic division? To describe this synthetic division or method of a synthetic division, we use the example one. Use synthetic division, divide the polynomial p of x, which is equal to 5x4 plus x cube minus 3x by x minus 1. It means 5x power 4 plus x cube minus 3x divided by x minus 2. So this is dividend and x minus 2 is divisor. From divisor, x minus a, here is 2. When we compare x minus 2 with x minus a, we have a is equal to 2. Now we have to write the coefficient of the dividend in a row with 0 as a coefficient of the missing power of x in the descending order as shown below. Dividend is p of x, 5x raised to power 4 x cube. Here is x square is missing, so we can write this as plus 0 multiply x square, and minus 3x, again the constant term is missing, which can be written as plus 0 multiply x raised to power 0. Now we write the coefficient of x from dividend in a row and a on the left side. So see here, the coefficient of x raised to power 4 is 5. Then we have to write the coefficient of x cube, which is 1. Then we have to write the coefficient of x square, which is 0, coefficient of x minus 3, and the constant term is 0. Now we have to write a on the left. Then we have to take these two lines. So write the 5, the first coefficient, as it is in the row under the horizontal line. So just we have to write this as it is. Now we have to multiply this 5 with this 2. So 5 2 times 10, and we have to add to write this result here below the 1. So now we have to add these two numbers. This is 10 plus 1 equal to 11. Now again we have to multiply this 11 with 2. When we multiply this 11 with 2, we have 22, and we have to write this result here under the 0. Now when we add these two numbers, we have 22. Again we have to multiply this 22 with 2, and the result is 44, and we have to write this result under minus 3. Now we have to add these two numbers, and the sum is 41. Again we have to multiply this 41 with 2, and we have to write result under 0. So now we have to add 0 and 82. This is equal to 82. Now this is the quotient, and here this last term is the remainder. How we can write this quotient? As the higher power of x in the dividend is 4, therefore the highest power of x in quotient will be 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Mean the quotient will be one lesser power, will be of a one lesser power. So when we write this coefficient, the quotient is equal to q of x will be equal to, this is 5x cube, then 11x square, 22x plus 41, and the remainder is 82. This last term will be the remainder. Now exercise 2.6, question 1. Use synthetic division to find the quotient and the remainder when part 1, x square plus 7x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Solution. Here dividend x is x square plus 7x minus 1 and divisor is x plus 1. From divisor, if we compare with x minus 1, we have a is equal to minus 1. Now write the dividend in descending order of x. So that is, which is also written in descending order of x, x square plus 7x minus 1. Now write the coefficient of the dividend in a row, and a is equal to minus 1 on the left side. So right here, so coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is 7, and this is last term, which is minus 1. Now we have to write this a minus 1 on the left hand side. Now we have to take these two lines. First we have to take one as it is under this horizontal line, and now we multiply this one with this minus 1. When we multiply these two numbers, we have minus 1, and we have to write this minus 1 under 7. When we add these two numbers, we have 6, and again we have to multiply this 6 with minus 1. That will be equal to minus 6, and we have to write this 6 minus 6 under minus 1. Again, when we add these numbers, we have minus 7. So this will be a remainder, and sorry, this will be quotient, and this will be the remainder. How we can write remainder? As the highest power of x in the dividend is 2, therefore the highest power of x in the quotient will be 2 minus 1, that will be 1. So the highest power in quotient will be start from x is equal to 1. So we can write quotient as q of x will be equal to here 1x or x plus 6, and the remainder will be equal to minus 7. So the quotient is x plus 6 and remainder is minus 7. Part 2, 4x cube minus 5x plus 15 divided by x plus 3. From divisor, x minus a is equal to x plus 3. So by comparing, we can compare that a is equal to minus 3. So now write the dividend in descending order of x. So we can write this 4x cube. Here is x square term is missing, so we have to write this. The coefficient of x square will be 0. So 0x square minus 5x plus 15. Now we write the coefficients of the dividend in a row, and a is equal to minus 3 on the left side. So here the coefficient of x cube is 4, x square, coefficient of x square is 0, coefficient of x is minus 5, constant term, that is 50. Now minus 3 on left hand side, just we have to take these two lines. Now we have to take 4 as it is under this horizontal line. Now we will multiply this 4 with minus 3, we have minus 12, and we write this minus 12 under this 0. So when we add these number, we have minus 12. Again we multiply this minus 12 with minus 3, we have plus 36, and we write 36 under minus 5. And when we add up these two numbers, we have 31. Again we have to multiply 31 with minus 3, and when we multiply 31 with minus 3, we have minus 93, and we have to write this minus 93 under 15, and when we add up these numbers, we have minus 78. As the highest power of x in dividend is 3, therefore the highest power of x in quotient will be 3 minus 1, which will be equal to 2. So quotient is equal to q of x is equal to, so we write this 4x square minus 12x plus 31, and remainder will be minus 78. Here the highest power of the dividend is x square, and therefore the the highest power of quotient will be start from x square, so 1 less degree. Again, question 2, find the value of h using synthetic division. If 3 is the 0 of the polynomial 2x cube minus 3hx square plus 9. Here p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 3hx square. X is missing, so we can write this as plus 0, x plus 9, and a is equal to 3. By synthetic division, we can write the coefficient of x cube 2, coefficient of x square is minus 3, coefficient of x is 0, and constant term is 9, and a is equal to 3 on the left. Now we have to take 2 as it is under this horizontal line. Now we have to multiply this 3 with 2, 2 times 6, and we have to write this under minus 3h. When we add up these two numbers, we have 6 minus 3h. Again we have to multiply 6 minus 3h with 3, and when we multiply these two numbers, we have 3 times 18 minus 9h, and we have to write 18 minus 9h under 0. When we add up these numbers, we have 18 minus 9h. Again we have to multiply 18 minus 9h with 3, and when we multiply 18 minus 9h with 3, we have 54 minus 27h, and we have to write this under 9. When we add up these numbers, we have 63 minus 27h. So this will be equal to quotient, and this will be equal to the remainder. As 3 is the 0 of this polynomial, so here remainder must be equal to 0. So we can take as remainder r is equal to 0. So minus 27h plus 63 is equal to 0. So when we shift this 63 to the right hand side, we have minus 63. So when we divide 27 minus 27, and on both sides we have 63 divided by 27, and 9 7 times 63, and 9 3 times 27. So the required value of h is equal to 7 by 3. Question number 3, use synthetic division to find the value of L and M if x plus 3 and x minus 2 are the factors of the polynomial x cube plus 4x square plus 2lx plus m. P of x is x cube plus 4x square plus 2lx plus 3. Since x plus 3 and x minus 2 are the factors of P of x, therefore minus 3 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x. P of x, first we take P of x is equal to x cube plus 4x square plus 2lx plus m, and here we take a is equal to minus 3. We use the synthetic division. So first we write the coefficient of x cube is 1, 4, x square, coefficient of x square is 4, coefficient of x is 2l, and the constant term is m. This a is equal to minus 3 on left hand side. So now we take these lines, one, and this is the vertical line, this is horizontal line. We take one as it is under the horizontal line, and we multiply this one with minus 3. So we have minus 3, and we have to write this minus 3 under 4, and we add up, we have again 1, and we multiply this 1 with minus 3, result is minus 3. We have to write this minus 3 under 2l. When we add up these number, we have 2l minus 3. Again we have to multiply this 2l minus 3 with minus 3. When we multiply, we have minus 6l plus 9. Again we have to add these quantities. We have m minus 6l plus 9. So this will be equal to quotient, and this will be the remainder. Since minus 3 is the 0 of the given polynomial, so the remainder must be equal to 0. So we put the remainder is equal to 0. So m minus 6l plus 9 is equal to 0. So we can take this remainder, we can write this equation as a 1. So m minus 6l plus 9 is equal to 0. This value you have to ignore. Again, p of x is equal to x cube plus 4x square plus 2lx plus m, and this time is equal to 2. So this is also a 0 of this polynomial. By synthetic division, again first we write the coefficients in a row. So coefficient of x cube is 1, coefficient of x square is 4, coefficient of x is 2l, and the constant term is m, and is 2, which is on the left. Take one vertical line and one horizontal line. Take one under the horizontal line, and we have to multiply this 2 with this one. We have 2, and we have to write this 2 under the 4, and when we add up these two numbers we have 6. Again we have to multiply this 6 with 2. When we multiply this 6 with 2 we have 12, and we have to write this 12 under 2l. When we add up these two numbers we have 2l plus 12. Again we have to multiply this 2l plus 12 with 2. When we multiply, we have 4l plus 24, and we have to write this 4l plus 24 under m. When we add up these numbers we have m plus 4l plus 24. As it is given that a is the is equal to is the root of this polynomial, so remainder must be equal to 0. Here remainder is m plus 4l plus 24, so this must be equal to 0. So we take the remainder equal to 0. So r is equal to m plus 4l plus 24 is equal to 0, or we can write this as equation 2. Now we have to find the value of m and l. We have two equations and two unknowns. So we can subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Then we have, so just we have to change the sign of equation. This is plus and this is minus, and this cancel out with this one. So minus 6l minus 4l, this will be equal to minus 10l, and here is 9, and plus 9 minus 24, this will be equal to minus 15. So we can write this as minus 10, this will be equal to 0. Minus 10l is equal to 15. So l can be written as minus 15 divided by 10. So now 5 3s are times 15, and 2 times 10. So l is equal to minus 3 by 2. Using l is equal to minus 3 by 2 in equation 1 we have. So here is equation 1. This is m minus 6l. So l value of l is minus 3 by 2, plus 9 is equal to 0. So after simplifying we have m plus 9 is equal to 0, m plus 18 is equal to 0. So m is equal to minus 18. So the required values of l and m are: l is equal to minus 3 by 2, m is equal to minus 18. Now question number 4, solve by using synthetic division. If 2 is the root of the equation x cube minus 28x plus 48 is equal to 0, let p of x is equal to x cube minus 28x plus 48. Here the x square, coefficient of x square is missing, so we can write here x cube plus 0. This must be x square, so we can write this as a x square. So p of x is equal to x cube plus 0x square minus 28x plus 48, and here a is equal to 2. So by using synthetic division we can write coefficients as: coefficient of x cube is 1, coefficient of x square is 0, coefficient of x is minus 28, and constant term is 48. We have to take this 2 on the left hand side. We take horizontal and vertical line, and just first we shift 1 as it is under this horizontal line, and we have to multiply this 2 with 1. We have 2, and we have to write this 2 under 0. So when we add up these two numbers we have 2. Again we have to multiply this 2 with this 2. We have 2 times 4, and we have to write this 4 under minus 28. And when we add up these two numbers we have minus 24. Again we have to multiply this minus 24 with 2. We have minus 48, and we have to write this minus 48 under 48. When we add up these two numbers, we have 0. Since 2 is the root or 0 of this given equation or polynomial, so we can remainder must be equal to 0. So here is remainder is 0. So we can write the depressed equation as so since this equation is x cube, this depressed equation will be quadratic equation. So we can write as x square, coefficient of x square is 1, so plus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0. Now this is depressed equation. We can write, now we can factorize this equation. So we have to find two factors, so that when we multiply these two factors we have 24, and when we add up these two factors we have 2. So 6 and 4, these are two factors, and we take the positive with 6 and negative with 4. So we can write this as x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 24. Here x we can take x as a common from these two terms, and from last two terms we can take minus 4 as a common. So we have x plus 6. So we can x plus 6 and x plus 6, we can take x plus 6 as a common, so we left with x minus 4. So x plus 6 is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0. If x plus 6 is equal to 0, it means x is equal to minus 6, and if x minus 4 is equal to 0, then x is equal to plus 4. Hence 2, minus 6 and 4 are the roots of the given equation. Now question 5. Solve by using synthetic division if 1 and 3 are roots of the equation x raised to power 4 minus 10x square plus 9 is equal to 0. Let p of x is equal to x raised to power 4 minus 10x square plus 9. Here the coefficient of x cube is missing, coefficient of x is missing, so we can write this as x raised to power 4 plus 0x cube minus 10x square plus 0x plus 9. Given that 1 and 3 are the roots of p of x, so we first take a is equal to 1, and then we take a is equal to 3. So first we take 1 on the left hand side, and the coefficient of x4 is 1, coefficient of x cube is 0, coefficient of x square is minus 10, and coefficient of x is 0, and the constant term is 9. So just we have to take this horizontal and vertical line. First we take this one as it is under horizontal line, and we multiply this one with this one, we have 1, and we have to write this one under 0. When we add up these two numbers we have 1. Again we have to multiply this one with this one, we have 1, and we have to write this one under minus 10. When we add up these numbers we have minus 9. Again we have to multiply this 9 with minus 1, we have minus 9, and we have to write minus 9 under 0. So when we add up these numbers we have minus 9. Again we have to multiply minus 9 with 1. When we multiply minus with plus 1 we have minus 9, and we have to write this number under 9. So when we add up these numbers this is 0, so this is remainder that is equal to 0. So since the 1 is the root of this equation, so this remainder must be equal to 0. Again we take this 3 on left, and we use again the same procedure. So first we take this one as it is, and we have to multiply this 1 with 3, we have plus 3, and we have to write that 3 under 1, and when we add up these numbers we have 4, and again we have to multiply this 4 with 3. When we multiply this 4 with 3 we have 12, and we have to write this 12 under minus 9, and when we add up minus 9 and 12 we have plus 3. We have to write multiply this 3 with this 3. When we multiply this 3 with this 3 we have plus 9, and we have to write that 9 under minus 9. When we add up these numbers we have 0, so this is remainder again is 0. So we use here we use 2 times synthetic division. Here the degree highest power of the x is 4, so the highest power of the depressed equation will be 2, since we have used 2 times synthetic division. So the depressed equation is x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Again we can factorize this as x square plus 3x plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. We can take x as a common from first 2 terms, and from last two terms we can take 1 as a common. So here is x plus 3, here is x plus 3, so x plus 3 we can take common, so x plus 1 is equal to 0. Since the product of these two terms is equal to 0, so x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. When x plus 3 is equal to 0, it means x is equal to minus 3, and when x plus 1 is equal to 0, it means x is equal to minus 1. Hence 1, 3, minus 3 and minus 1 are the roots of the given equation. So this is all about the exercise 2.6. Inshallah, in next lecture we will solve exercise 2.7. I suggest you that you have to practice these questions so that you will be able to solve exercise easily, and also the remaining parts of these questions you have to solve yourself, and that is for your assignment. So Allah Hafiz.